In Lee's case, he was struck in the face when he looked up a pipe that contained something that's called a rabbit. And a rabbit is a large, heavy object, and it should not have been stuck in the pipe. Lee did not know that. It did not come out when they lifted the pipe up off the rig floor. And Lee did what a lot of people would have done. He essentially was looking around for the rabbit, didn't see the rabbit, and then he looked up the pipe. And very unfortunately, at that moment he looked up the pipe, the rabbit broke free, came down the pipe, striking him in the face. One of the things about Lee's case that really intrigued us was he was being blamed by the company for his accident. And the company was adamant that the accident was all of Lee's fault. We heard again and again, how could he look up the pipe? He should have never looked up the pipe. He knew the rabbit was up the pipe. And the company essentially said this was a case that they didn't feel they should pay any money whatsoever on. What we eventually learned through discovery was that they had never been given any guidance out there as to what to do if a rabbit got stuck up the pipe. We took depositions, we really dug in because we felt strongly in Lee's favor, and we dug in and we proved that the company really did not give any guidance to anybody out there. Other employees had also looked up the pipe from time to time, looking for the rabbits that had gotten jammed up the pipe. So it really became a case that unfolded, and as we did more discovery, we proved more and more fault on the company, which ultimately helped Lee get a very good settlement for his case. Another thing that we faced in Lee's case was he had a very traumatic accident. He was struck in the head, and his head suffered some crushed bones, but he recovered remarkably well. And a year down the road during his case, it was very hard to tell what he had actually been through. So we went out and we created a video of his past medical slides, and this actually showed for the judge and the jury, it would have showed them what he went through. It showed the head being rebuilt. It showed the screws in his head that were needed to hold the fractures together. It was really our way of compelling and explaining to the jury what he went through back at the time of his accident. And we found that that was very important for us to tell Lee's story and to tell what he went through. Lee is really just a great fellow. We're so happy that things have worked out for him and his wife, Ashley, and they have 2 children, just very, very nice people. I know Lee was apprehensive when this process started. We understand that. We know a lot of people are very apprehensive. Lee basically just wanted to keep on working, and he did try to work for a period of time. He knew he couldn't do it. He came in to see us, and we're very proud of helping Lee. We're very happy that we were able to tell his story by getting into depositions, proving the company to be at fault, and really doing the video that showed what he went through medically. We feel like we really told Lee's story for him, and it resulted in a very good settlement for him, and it's really put he and Ashley in a much better place than they were when they started this whole journey with us.